I'm devastated.
Don't cry for me.
We already learned things this morning that I'm like, oh, but that was supposed to be good for me.
What we learned is that we can have a Snicker bar instead of having that. So we'll get to that in a second. But whether you're on a road trip or at an amusement park or maybe you're having a backyard barbecue, there's so much food and you need to make smart choices. And we can make smart choices and not blow our diet.
Even if you're on the road. Melanie Ash is here from Melanie Ash Fitness with how you can survive your summer even if you're eating.
Right.
Good morning.
Good morning. So I think one of the biggest things when you're sticking to a healthy diet is it's a lot easier when you're at home or you can pack a lunch and you can control your options. When we get away from home, it's when it starts to get tricky and people get confused.
Well, you're on vacation. You also don't want to think about it.
Sure, exactly. And you want to be able to enjoy your vacation, still have some indulgences, as we'll see. But you can make smarter choices so you can do a little bit less damage.
So it's a little bit of a quiz today, so we want you to play along. You're going to give us scenarios and we have to pick which is the better option.
Okay. So Carolyn and Marshall, you're on a summer road trip. You need gas and you're hungry. You stop to get a snack. You're at a gas station or a convenience store. We have three choices. Cheesy crackers.
Cheesy crackers.
Packaged cheesy crackers. A Cliff Bar, so your typical protein bar. Or beef jerky with some nuts. What is your best option?
I think because we both ended up picking the same thing. I think we both went with the almonds and beef jerky, didn't we?
Yeah, and I almost went with the Cliff Bar.
Which we just found out a few minutes ago in the middle of the break that this is really one of your worst options.
Exactly. So you're right. Both of you made the right choice, and here's why. The cheesy crackers basically have absolutely no redemption value for nutrition.
They're yummy.
They're good. You know, they're all carbs and just fat, and there's no protein.
Right.
The Cliff Bar, we were just looking at the label, 21 grams of sugar versus 41 grams of carbs and 11 grams of protein. So your ratio of carb to protein is
the thing
really
I was talking about, high fructose corn syrup, right? Now that's not in here. Instead, there's something called organic brown rice syrup. So it's doing the same job. It's just a different...
It's a misnomer for sugar. So that's going to spike your blood sugar, and you're going to be hungry in a half hour. Why this is the right choice, now granted, you don't want to eat this entire thing in one sitting. You know, take about a handful with the beef jerky, and here's why. Protein and healthy fat sources, they break down a lot more slowly. You're going to be fuller much longer, and you're getting a little bit of nutritional value. While it's going to have some sugar with it as well, at least you're getting something good with it.
It's better fats, better proteins, better sugars.
And with the almonds, you still kind of get the crunch.
Yeah, exactly.
A little bit of the crunch.
Okay. So, number 2. The amusement park. You're heading down to Kings Island.
Yes.
We know there's lots of minefields at the amusement park. Nothing really great for a choice, but there are a couple options that you can have that are a little bit better. Okay, so you're going up. Soft pretzel, candy apple, or the turkey leg.
The giant turkey leg, the Fred Flintstone style turkey leg.
What's going to do the least amount of damage?
We both picked the turkey leg. But I didn't, only because I thought protein. But like I don't know, it's a huge turkey leg, so it can't be that good for you.
Because that's what I was thinking was you got the protein plus it's a different kind of fat as opposed to the sugars that you're getting in the other two.
Sure, and here's why I'm going to tell you I think that's the wrong answer. Not the worst answer, okay? The worst one, let's throw the soft pretzel out right away. That's just...
Even worse than the candy apple.
Wait a minute, you're telling me candy apple's the right choice?
Here's why.
Really?
The soft pretzel is all refined carbs and sodium. It's going to spike your blood sugar. It's just nothing good for you. The turkey leg, it seems like, okay, meat, protein, right? Over 1,000 calories.
Oh my gosh.
Over 50 grams of fat, which for some of you guys would be about a day's worth of fat. And the protein content is so high. I mean, you're talking about getting upwards of maybe 60 grams of protein. You don't need all that protein.
Yeah, we're not hiking like...
It's going to be really hard for you to digest and break down.
So you're overdoing it.
Yes, exactly. And you're getting a lot of extra, fat in that meat that you really don't want. Here's why I say go with the caramel apple. Yes, there's some sugar there in the caramel, but at least with the apple, you're getting some healthy fiber. You're getting some vitamins and some nutrients. So you get a little good and a little bad.
This makes me so happy because I wanted to pick caramel apple. That's what I would go for.
That was the better choice, but I figured, it's a trick question.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a treat. None of them are perfect, but I'm saying candy apple gives you at least a little bit back.
Scenario number 3 is our backyard barbecue.
Yes, so these are tough. Backyard barbecue side dishes. What are you going to have with your brat or with your burger? We have coleslaw, potato salad, or baked beans.
So my thinking, what about you, was that these both have mayo in them, and so that's probably not good for you. This still has the sugar in it, but the beans are a better protein.
So I don't like either of these, so I just picked the beans. So I like beans, but I don't like these, so that's why I picked them.
Okay,
well, fortunately, by default, you're right.
Yay!
And this is a tricky one, however, because it's going to depend on the recipe that whomever uses, because some people put a lot of brown sugar in their baked beans, so you may want to check with whoever made the recipe. But yes, a lot of fat. 14 to 15 grams of fat in these per serving, whereas this one has 1.5, and it's a healthy fat rather than a saturated fat.
And the serving size of these is like a half a cup, which is
half a cup to a third of a cup.
I mean, if you ever measure out food, if you haven't done it, I think you should, because it's shocking.
It's eye-opening.
Like what a cup is, and then what it's like literally a bite.
This is what the coleslaw.
Yeah.
1/3 of a cup is 180 calories and 14 grams of fat.
Right, and it's
Wow.
and that's from all the mayo. So it's not a good fat. You get some good fats with this one. Some
Wow.
poly and monounsaturated. Yes, there's sugar in this, but it also has a lot more protein. You're not getting hardly any protein here with this, and it has a lot of fiber in beans as well.
Although, let's be honest, you're going to go and you're going to have all that's the way that's going to work.
Wow,
Nice job, you guys.
Thank you. Good information this
We
morning.
can eat caramel apples.
We can eat caramel apples and feel good about it. Just
Love
not
it.
6 at a time. Okay.
Well, up next, we are busting a move with Ashley Orr. See, exercise, Melanie, exercise.
Yay! I'm having an influence.
She's dancing her heart out this morning. It's Danceville, USA in the Short North. We'll find out how you can get lessons coming up next.